What's that look like?
Yeah, I would say just knocking down open shots and then creating shots for me and other guys. And then on defense, just, guarding the ball, pressuring it, and just doing all the little things that help the team win.
I heard you mention that T.J. McConnell's the guy that you look to as sort of what you would like to become. Longtime NBA guy, so that's great. His dad, a coach, he played for his dad. What do you guys have in common? He's not a great shooter, but he's clever. He does the little things. He feeds play. How are your games similar?
Yeah, I would say just the scrappiness and the willing to do all the small things that help a team or an organization win. I think that's what the NBA organizations saw in him, and we're able to give him an opportunity to show teams that he was able to help them win. I think he just does all the things you look for in a role guy. That doesn't get all the publicity and all this, but he's still in the NBA, still making an impact for his team and his organization.
We're sitting in Assembly Hall, and you've been to a bunch of events here, practices, games. When this thing's full and you're wearing that jersey, what's that experience going to be like the first time you think?
I don't think you can really, know what it's going to feel like, but, obviously I imagine it all the time, and, I think it's going to feel great.
Has anybody kind of taken you under their wing and sort of like, here's how stuff works here?
I would say, from a coaching standpoint, Coach Walsh has, done a lot of that, just kind of letting me know how stuff goes. But, X and Galloway have also done that for me and just, showing me the ropes a little bit. And then now that we're kind of, a couple months into working together as a team and as players, I think, I can kind of be that resource for other guys too that maybe didn't get it or didn't click with them right away. So
I appreciate it. Thanks, Gabe.
What sort of relationship did you have with X when you were, being recruited by Indiana, and how have you kind of built on that, since you got here?
Yeah, so I thought of him as a really good player, and coming here now, it just, confirmed that the work that he does and how he goes about things is why he performs so well on a daily basis.
What are a couple things that he's kind of shown you on the court?
I would say just like his physicality and his quickness has been the biggest thing that I've had to go against. I don't know if I've ever played against somebody that's that fast and that strong. So if he gets a little bit by you, you're almost out of the play. So just trying to keep him in front. It's been tough, but I think it's just making us both better in the long run.
What's he like sort of as a leader of the team?
Yeah, I think he leads a lot just by, example and showing guys how things are supposed to work, and I think he holds guys accountable if they're not doing things in that way.
Thanks.
Yeah.
How valuable can that be for you, like coming in as a freshman, having a guy like that who's been here, this is his sixth year? How valuable can that be for you?
Yeah, it's super valuable. Just going against him in practice every day is probably the biggest thing. I'm very competitive, and he is too. So us just going at each other every day. I can't imagine people going as hard as we both do against each other every day. It gets scrappy, gets intense sometimes, but we know at the end of the day we're just trying to make both of us better.
What's his biggest piece of advice been for you?
I would say just like staying steady. He said there's going to be a lot of highs, a lot of lows in the college game, but you just got to keep your head level and just keep working.
You and Jakai both came in the same freshman class now, obviously to add to McKenzie, but what is your relationship like with Jakai?
Yeah, Jakai going through the injury, I know it's been hard on him. I pray for him every day, just hoping that he is able to recover from it, and mostly that he just is able to maintain his mindset, because I know there has to be some days where he's just not feeling it. And I've never gone through really anything like that with injury-wise, but, I'm just trying to be there for him and let him know that I care about him as a friend and as a person before I care about him as a player.
You mentioned you don't really have the injury experience to go through that, but those conversations you were talking about, what are some of those like?
Yeah, I'm basically just asking how he's doing, letting him know that I'm there for him if he needs anything, and then, obviously we just, sit back, watch TV sometimes, just spend time together, so, he doesn't feel like he's, a separate part of the team just because he's not playing right now.
Yeah.
So
So you guys stay close off the court too.
yeah, we're roommates, so we see each other all the time. It's good.
What's been the biggest challenge or adjustment for you, just coming from high school to college?
I would say the biggest thing that's different is just the physicality of it. Everybody's super physical, and it's tolling if you let it be. So I think just knowing that there's going to be contact, it's going to be physical. You can't expect fouls or anything like that. So just embracing that is big.
Have you had to maybe take care of your body in any different way than you did in high school?
I mean, a lot of the coaches have told me that I work out like too much and stuff like that, but I always tell them like my body's been doing this for 10, 11 years now straight, so it doesn't know anything else. But getting in the training room with Timmy G and stuff like that, getting in the cold tub after a long day has been good, and those are resources you don't have in high school. So I think it's been good for me.
What was your first workout like with Cliff Marshall?
It was good. Time under tension, so it's a little bit different than high school lifts. I think my dad had kind of done all of our lifting stuff in high school, so Cliff brings a little bit different energy and some different exercise to it, and it's been good.
Still an early riser, like getting up for workouts. I know that's something you said you did a lot in high school.
Yeah. In high school it was 5:45 every morning. Here it's just right before my first class, so I have some 8 a.m.s, or if we have running at 7, I'm in there at 6, getting shots up and working out. So I'm still waking up, even if I'm not working out until like 8:30 or 9. I still can't help but wake up at like 6:30 or 7.
What do you feel like your role in this